There's ways to not succeed, right? But as a professional player, the only one that's not acceptable is when people are questioning your work rate. That's it, full stop. Listen, you can score 30 goals one season, maybe you get 15 the next, but if you're working your tail off, things are not quite going for you, nobody is going to have a particular problem with it. Yes, they want more, but they won't have a particular problem with it. But the fact that everybody's talking about the same thing, about work rate and effort, a professional player, I don't think there's a worse thing to be put on your doorstep than being told by people that you're not working hard enough. That's unacceptable.
I mean, he would have been, to be honest with you, he might have made the England squad with those numbers. If he'd been running around and working hard, and Southgate might have taken him. He said, well, I know it's in there, but he doesn't want a player who's out of form and has been lazy. And if I leave him out, which, by the way, he wouldn't start for England, because they've got a lot of players in the forward area, I don't want him moping around. So now I've got a guy who is just not going to be any good to me. And by the way, let me go back to work rate and posting numbers. Look at his opposite. Look at the opposite players tomorrow. There's a bunch of players in that City side that have been posting numbers like this or consistency like this for several seasons. But they don't come in the next season and say, by the way, big contract, chucking it, team are struggling. Every one of them, whether it's Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Kyle Walker, all these experienced players who are winning everything, are winning a lot of things, they probably, every time you see them the next season, they're working even harder than the year before, because that's the standards. It's the standard of the manager and it's the standard of the players. Rashford's standards, he's not alone at Man United, but he's a big fish there. His standards, both with the ball and without the ball, have dropped substantially.
Nathan, before we let you go, your final thoughts on this?
No, I think these things are completely fair, and as Stevie said, to have that accusation levelled at you is a terrible thing, because realistically something that someone should never ask you to do is to work hard, because it should be expected that you will be working hard anyway. It's such a competitive league, such a competitive football club in general. Like, that has to be a standard, and I think, as Craig said, with mentioning all those players on the other side of that field tomorrow for Man City, however hard they work this season, they know to be successful, and the next they have to work harder again. And for Rashford, his form, unfortunately for him, the bad form is extended throughout the entire season. Seeing him outside of that England squad now, I'm sure, will be devastating to him. But now the eyes are on him even more. How will he react? He's obviously got this game today, but then he's got the next season to prepare for as well. And this is a very important time in his career, because if he gets this section wrong, you know, there goes all the potential of what was going to be one of the greats for Manchester United.